Are you having fun? Mom life can be challenging and feel monotonous, maybe even burdensome at times. This is your reminder to have some fun. As moms, we get caught up in all the things, all the to-dos, all the appointments, taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, our spouses. When was the last time you did something for fun?
Hey mama! If you're looking to have a deeper relationship with Jesus and searching for a community of Christian moms, I'm so glad you are here. I'm a Christian wife and mom who is passionate about helping mamas finally let go of the mom guilt and learn to live loved. I want to help mamas see that they are truly and perfectly loved, especially in motherhood. Welcome back to the Live Loved Mom podcast. I'm Sindy, your host. I'm a wife, mom, and lover of Jesus. Let's dig into God's Word together and get encouraged while we're on this journey of motherhood. Let's learn some parenting tips and mom hacks and learn how to raise our kids God's way. So, grab your coffee, listen on your drive to work, or maybe put that forgotten load of laundry back to wash again. Let's tackle mom guilt together and learn to live loved.
So I wanted to talk about having fun because I think sometimes as, we become adults and then we become moms, we have all of these different roles, right, that happen, and we just forget about just enjoying life and having fun. And I don't know, I just felt led to talk about that because I think it's so important to have fun. Life is short, and I think part of having life to the full is also enjoying life, right? It's also having fun. So I just wanted to talk about that because, especially I think maybe even so for working moms, I might be wrong, but I think even so for working moms, sometimes it's like we're trying to fit all the things in and we're like, who has time to have fun, right? Like that's something that I would have to schedule. That's something that I would have to make intentional time for. And I'm here to tell you then if that's how it needs to be, then let it be that way and intentionally schedule time to have fun, to do something that's going to fill your cup. And not necessarily, I know we talk about self-care on the podcast here on Live Love Mom, but part of self-care is also doing stuff for fun, like just for fun. And it's not just for you. I think it's important to include fun within your family, fun with your spouse. Just kind of enjoy life, I think life is difficult enough. The world around us is crazy enough. I think it's important for us to intentionally have fun, intentionally make the time, set the boundaries so that we do have fun. We do enjoy time with our family. We do enjoy time with our spouse. We do enjoy, maybe something just for us, right? And I think maybe we might think that having fun is like, it's not as important as all the other things that we need to get done, right? So it might fall to like the last thing on our list, but I want to encourage you to kind of challenge that thought, right? Because fun can actually help lower your stress level. It can actually help your mental health, and in this way, you will be better equipped to tackle all of those things on your list, right? So I think that's why it's important to actually take time to have fun. And I would say, maybe look at your schedule and see like what activities on there, what on there are actually things that are fun. I would say if I look at my calendar right now, there's really not many fun things on my calendar. So this is something that I myself need to practice. And I just thought that I would also share it with you mamas, because for me, I think, I play games with my son, right? I have those moments and those things that we do. But sometimes we play games with our kids just to see the smile on their face, right? Just for them. And I think we can be more intentional with how we have fun, with when we have fun, right? And I'm talking about like just good, clean fun. Like, what is something that you enjoy doing or that you've always wanted to do, Some of the ideas I could think of is like maybe exploring a new restaurant with your spouse, or taking a staycation or a vacation. Sometimes it's nice to just be at home and not have to go to work or have all the to-dos, right? Sometimes it's just nice to just chill at home, relax, or even get a hotel room that doesn't even have to be that far away, but just, a local place just to enjoy, just take some time to refresh, reset, maybe try a new hobby. What's something that you've always wanted to try? My friend really wants me to like do pickleball, and I tried it and it's not, I don't think it's for me, but maybe you've always wanted to try pickleball or something like that. Go give it a try, set it up on your schedule and make the time for it. Maybe cooking classes or a painting class. Go on those adventures with your spouse. You guys go take a cooking class together, or you guys go take a painting class together. I mean, I just kind of think of, man, like when we were teenagers or young kids, like, I don't know for you, but at least for me, it was like we just wanted to do fun stuff. Like, and as we get older, I feel like we just kind of lose that. We lose that. I don't know, maybe it's from like quenching it from the responsibilities of life, that we just like, no, we just need to keep moving. We just need to keep getting things done. But if I think about like, even my son now, like he always wants to do something fun. As teenagers, we always wanted to do fun things. So somewhere along the way, we lost that, right? We lost that desire to have fun. At least for me, I know that if it's happening to me, then I'm probably not the only person that it's happening to. So I think that's also part of being intentional and being more present, is actually having fun. Making sure that we set up our day, our week, just to have fun. And I think a good habit to have is maybe choosing one thing that you do weekly, one thing that you do monthly, and then maybe another thing that you do like quarterly. So something every day that could be fun. I don't know, maybe you like to sing or you like to dance, something that's super easy, and maybe you could just do that daily to kind of fill your cup. So singing or dancing or drawing, I don't know, whatever your habit is, maybe that's something that you can have a practice for daily. And then something weekly, maybe that could be like, a date with your husband or a lunch with a friend, whatever fills your cup, whatever works for you, right? Like, what activities, or maybe you don't know, and you just need to take some time to just really think about what is it that I like to do? What is it that's fun for me? And maybe you need to kind of explore that right now. And if you do need help with exploring what that could be for you, or you just need someone to hold you accountable, this is where I come in as your present mama coach. So, if you need that accountability, that guidance, that support, you can go to livelovemom.com/coaching and book a session. One thing that you can do daily, one thing that you can do weekly, and then one thing that you can do quarterly. So quarterly, I would say like every 3 or 4 months or so. Maybe you go on a vacation, maybe you take like a weekend getaway. I don't know what it is, but I want to challenge you to try to have more fun. And I don't know, because this is a Christian podcast, you might be like, well, is having fun biblical? I mean, I think it is. I think that's part of having that full life is actually enjoying life. God has given us a gift that we can enjoy. And sometimes we just go and do. And we don't really like pay attention to just enjoy life, I think about Jesus's first miracle where it was at a wedding. They were celebrating the wedding and they ran out of wine. Like they were having fun. So to me, I think that having fun is part of living that full life, that life to the full, is being able to enjoy it, being able to, yes, glorify the Lord in everything that we do, but the Lord, created those things like nature, like going on a nature walk, on a hike, like that's part of life. And I think we can be better present moms when we include fun in our routines, when we include fun on our schedule, when we are intentional about scheduling those times, right? Of daily and weekly and quarterly things that we can do just to have some fun and some, joy in our home and our lives. And it doesn't even have to be necessarily something where you spend money. You can find a creative way to do things that are within your budget or things that you can do at home. Go on a bike ride, visit a new park. I don't know, go to a like festival or oh my gosh, we used to go to the farmers market all the time. So maybe that's explore like different farmers markets, like just do fun things to kind of fill your cup so that you can then in turn be able to pour into others, pour into your family, pour into your spouse, pour into your friends and your community. It all starts with making sure that we are taking care of the temple that the Lord has given us, our mind, body, and spirit, And I think mental health is so challenging these days, right? There's a lot of like mental health issues. And I think just learning to really enjoy life and, do things for fun that are of course aligned with, God's word and how we should be living. I think it's part of life. It's part of living life to the full. So that is my challenge for you this week. Take some time to really be intentional about when and what you're going to do to include more fun in your life. Whether that is you're going to have, nature walks every week. I don't know. Maybe get a massage monthly. Whatever it is for you that is fun, right? Go for a swim, go fishing. Fishing is definitely not for me, but go fishing. Whatever it is that maybe even think like, what did I used to do when I was a teenager? What would be fun to like bring back and try to, do again without hurting yourself, that is. But yeah, those are some of the ideas that I could think of as far as just trying to include more fun in our everyday life. John 10:10 says that Jesus has come to give us life and life to the full. So I think having fun is part of having that full life. And that's how we can learn to be more intentional and more present as moms and truly learn to live loved.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. I pray that it has blessed you in some way. If you found value in this episode, or you know a mama who could use some encouragement, please be sure to share the episode with them. Would you take just a few minutes to leave a review on Apple Podcasts? It would mean a great deal to me if you could let me know what you thought of the episode. Be sure to follow us at Live Love Mom Podcast on Instagram. And if you haven't already, come join us in our free Live Love Mom community on Facebook. Let's mom alongside each other and continue to learn to live loved.